stuff and writing all the songs.
Right.
Yeah. So
I'd like to put you in a commercial. Maybe our next commercial we might put you in it.
that'd be cool.
Would that be cool?
That'd be real cool.
Hey, do you think
Yeah.
we could use the song, just this one time, if maybe we put you in the next commercial?
Well, see, this is the thing about it, though, is the issue that's ongoing. The KKK and the different people, they're wanting to throw it up into my face that they assaulted me and took over the Ford plant. They're like real retards, real juvenile retards.
You
And
don't
it's
say.
not funny. It involves several different countries that are
Right.
ready to blow up America.
Is that right?
Over. Yeah, this is no joke. I've been national security and all that with the countries, and this is no joke. There's about 2,600, at least 2,600, some kind of units out there on the road that are about to fall apart, that they embezzled the money, stole, and forced people to buy them. That's where a lot of bad bank loans came from.
Right. Yeah, well, there
Yeah,
was definitely
so
some bad
they
bank
got-
loans out there. Yeah, that's one thing you're saying is true.
Yeah. So it was like Jerry Abramson and a guy named Robert Weaver, who is actually related to Jim King.
Is that
who they're
Old Man
slow-
King? He lives up on the hill over there. What's that street called?
Which hill?
He lives.
Oh, back
yeah,
in the-
Old Man Weaver and them.
Well, is it like a big section where they got some farm area?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, that's the section that he and his family stole that from the Jacksons.
Right.
Yeah, that farm area, they overthrew a whole bunch of... See, whenever people come into the city, they don't realize that the people like the Kings go through everybody's personal paperwork and stuff like that, and they've got the dirty attorneys here, and they just start switching things out into other people's name, and that's exactly what they did.
And that's how they got the
Oh.
land?
I'm sorry?
Is that how they got the land?
That's how they got that land. So we've had a long history of them being stupid people
Right.
to fight. But
You
like on the
can
Ford
cuss
plant-
if you want to. It won't bother me one bit.
Huh?
I said if you want to cuss, it won't bother me one bit.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to avoid that. It's not real professional, and so many people have reprimanded me over it. And I'm just calling them everything but nice things, you know.
Right.
But
I'm
that's
just
not
saying
getting me anywhere.
if the mood hits you, go ahead and curse them. I don't care.
Oh, okay, yeah. But all it is that the song is being used as a slanderous kind of thing to throw it up into my face that, hey, there's these vehicles out there, and nobody's really done anything to them yet. But I'm just now coming out of the amnesia, and I am notifying my other associates over this. See, as the plane was leaving, we were here, me and the Oriental man were left here to control the plant, to do the robotics, come in and out of Louisville.
Right.
Purely and only, never ever to build any more vehicles, because the auto business is going downhill anyway, even then.
Preach
Too
it,
much of a
sister.
good thing, you know. But anyway, what they had done was they'd stolen that money with Clintons and the Bushes, and they decided that they were going to run cars, and they were trying to get people to use more gas and this and that and the other, and it's all been a big headache with what they have done. And they don't realize, well, Abramson and Robert Weaver blew up an airplane of Soviet leaders as they were leaving the Ford plant, which was never advertised in the news, pure and simple, because they hate immigrants and they hate black people. They hate anybody of ethnic. They just like white people
Wow.
that are like them. Yeah, so
That
was
almost
never
sounds
put
crazy.
In the news. Yeah. I mean, others. I mean, I couldn't tell you what song to use if you want to use it in a commercial or something, but I'm the one that has to say okay to it. And without the other members who might not even know about it, they might not. You know what I'm saying? I'm under obligations with other people as well. I'm with Walt Disney. I'm like Walt Disney's Mickey Mouses
Right.
and stuff. That's all I'm saying. And I'm having problems with the bands now. For example, Motley Crue. That's my band. They are not allowed to play at KFC Young Center. KFC doesn't even exist to KFC Corporation. That was another scam pulled off by Abramson and some other people. So we're now, you know, getting it to light and trying to expose these people for stealing a lot of money to do just what they decided they wanted to do.
Right.
not what anybody else wanted to do, or you didn't have a voice in saying that you wanted your tax money spent that way.
Right.
You know, we've got Freedom Hall.
Well, I've been trying to get some signed, autographed drumsticks by Tommy Lee for some time now. Do you think you could get me hooked up?
If I can get in touch with them, I'm trying to get in touch with a lot of different people about that, you know, because the money's not ever been going into the right direction. I got this guy named Nikki Six saying, oh, this is my band. It's like, oh, since when? You know, you don't have the right to make any decisions, Nikki Six. And, you know, that's what I'm going through now is, trying to get connected. And, there could be some shows here in Louisville, a lot less pricey than what's been, like your fake Van Halen. People were out there $140, $150 and up to go see this guy that can't even play. I mean, barely. They're sawing on it. I'm the world's only left-handed guitarist. I made up all these sounds. I did all this. I do it all on the guitar. I can make pretty much the same sounds on the acoustic as well, and fast. I'm Angus Young. I'm this one, that one, the other one. Carlos Santana. I'm all
what about
Buckethead?
People, okay? Buckethead's fast.
Huh?
Buckethead. What about Buckethead? Buckethead is fast.
Yeah. So I'm the world's only left-handed, guitarist and stuff, and the music is all written by me and this and that and the other. It's not about the money. It's about who's controlling what, because I've never even really gotten paid after all these years, and I'm Jimmy Page. You know, you would think, but no, there's other people that are controlling.
Did you say you were Jimmy Page? I thought you were Moon Unit.
I am, but as my characters. Say, for example, I'm Moon Unit, but my real name was Angus, okay?
Angus?
I go to Moon Unit. Angus is part of it.
Angus
Disney is another part of it. So Disney, I'm growing up as a boy. I'm Angus. So all of a sudden my band is AC/DC. I've got plenty of music. I'm AC/DC's Angus. Well, as the group gets popular and everything, I'm also Linda Ronstadt. So I switch my character. I'm still the same person, but I'm many, many characters. I'm the real Michael Jackson. No, I'm not dead. That was something that Clinton and them started up. So people would call me a liar if my health got better, which it did. Right. And I'm coming out of it. And then and I'm Janet too. And then they're going to say, well, you're a liar. No, I didn't lie. They lied. They wanted to kill my character because the character's black. Pure and simple. The United States government didn't want a black person, entertainer, making money. They told me that face to face whenever I was a little big kid. And we kept on, and I kept developing music and kept developing characters. So I asked different people that could perform if they would be in my band. So that's a pisser right there, that you got these people that you offered a job. Of course, it's nothing they're going to live off of, unless you're writing the songs and stuff. I mean, the $10 you make off of a show one night is not going to last a lifetime. You got to have another job.
Right.
Well, we had people like the Nikki Six guy coming back thinking that we owed them a house and this and that. It's like, no, dude, you better knock your ego way back down to the ground, because I'm not even getting paid. Why should we support you, your life, a lifestyle that you think you should lead, blah, blah, blah,
Do you
blah.
know Eric Hall?
Huh?
Do you know Eric Hall?
Eric Hall.
Yeah,
Hall is a real familiar name.
Eric Hall, he was on the Howard Stern show. He had a band. They used to open up for The Crash, or one of them punk bands. You don't know him? He's crazy. If you come across him, I wouldn't mess with him.
In and out of him. I know Howard. I've talked and hung out with him before. The other fella I might know, but I don't know right offhand.
Right.
Maybe if I saw a photo or something.
You don't, but you don't. You're not Howard though.
No, I'm not Howard. No.
Oh, okay.
I've hung out with Howard though.
Right.
Yeah, and got Howard's picture on an album cover because I portray a guy. I'm in a mask and stuff, and then. Somebody was wanting a picture of a guy, so Howard Stern's picture is on one of my album covers. But, we hung out. He's really cool.
I have another question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do aliens exist? I'd really like to know.
Yes, they do.
I fucking knew it.
Yes, they do.
I knew it. I'm telling everybody.
Oh, yeah, tell everybody. They do exist. As a matter of fact, here's something that's really, really cool. The members of Boston, I'm one of them, the members of Boston I've known for a long, long time.
Tom
they
Show?
are ETs and so on. I mean, we've got ETs out there, yeah. There's
crazy.
lots of ETs.
That's crazy. I'm glad you told me about that.
And they're not wanting to hurt anything.
Right.
They're really wanting to help, but what the aggravating thing is that they're wanting to help, and there's so much of the negativity of the bad government and this and that and the other.
Right.
So in order to straighten it out, you know.
Right. Well, what do these people think about Obama? Because you were saying they hate all the black people. Well, Obama's black.
Yeah, he's mixed. Now, he was my partner in national security for a long time. He wasn't my only partner, but he's a pretty good guy unless they, brainwashed him. Now, whenever Clinton and them got pissed off at me, they got pissed off at him, too, and did it to both of us. But he used to take and get hypnotists and therapists and stuff, and they actually did the... put a helmet thing on my head and shot needles and electric stimulant to make me a vegetable is what they were trying to do. See, I've developed rockets and stuff, you know,
right.
And they wanted to make me a vegetable. They don't like anybody that's got intelligence because they're really stupid people. The Clintons are, and so are the Bushes. We found that out real quick. So Barack is at a threat right now with other countries. If he doesn't do something, which they told us at the UN, point blank, we caught the Clintons and the Bushes lying. It was like they were setting fires, and they did call the order for people to set the wildfires against, in opposition for Barack running for president.
Right.
But we caught them red-handed, filmed it and everything, showed it to the UN. 4 other UN nationalists caught them at the same time me and Barack did, and the word is if something's not done in the America, that's why all these corporations are leaving America, and they're like, America doesn't make anything here, so you're going to have to do as you can do on your own because we're tired of getting ripped off. And if Barack doesn't do something about it, they'll try to kill him. He's up for assassination if he doesn't do something about it, because other countries refuse to do business with the Americas, pure and simple, for what they did to me. I'm a UN person. For what they've done to them, they were really rude. They blew up a plane. They killed several Oriental people just because they're racist.
Oh, hey! Remember when we were talking earlier? I'm writing all this down. When we were talking earlier, let me flip back through the pages here. Wait 1 second. I'm going back through my notes here.
Yeah.
Okay, you said that the Chinese man and you were thrown in and tortured at the Ford plant. Do you know if he has a good Szechuan beef recipe?
Who's that? I don't know. I mean,
you said the Chinese guy. There was a Chinese guy and you. The whole Ford thing. You remember what I'm talking about? You and the Chinese guy.
He was Chinese.
You said he was Oriental.
Oriental, yeah.
Right, which kind of leads me to believe that maybe you're not friends because Oriental is very derogatory towards Asian people. It's not PC to say Oriental.
Yeah. No, these people, they just killed. Actually, Barack Obama, whenever he was security with me, along with J-Lo and Mark, who came out as investors just to look at the plant to see the robotics that I was building, they tried to murder us all then. And Barack should not forget that. They got him in the paint room.
I doubt if that happened, he'll forget anything about it. I mean, that's like one of those things that you don't forget there, you know?
Yeah, you would think, but, you know, if they put the head thing on him and wanted to make him a vegetable, they want to clear your mind of all remembering of that.
Okay, wait 1 second. Going back to the notes here. Would you describe what the head unit looks like?
I'm sorry, what?
Would you describe what the head unit looks like?
Which head unit?
The one that scrambles and vegetables you.
Oh, have you ever seen the movie, I'm going to give you a kind of a, Hellraisers.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that film
Mm-hmm.
where the people, whenever they got the guy attached to the pole, are you familiar with that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you.
With the prongs sticking out of the head. Well,
Yeah.
it's a grid. It's like a helmet. You've seen the inside of a helmet, a motorcycle helmet, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah,
Or
absolutely.
a football helmet.
Yeah.
You know how it's got the plastic grid that sits on your head? Well, they've got one that's a metal grid that can be placed over the head, and it's like a helmet with open spots to target areas. For example, if they wanted to hurt your frontal lobe, they would have the helmet on there, and then that section is open, the square is open, and they would just stick a probe there.
What about the medulla oblongata?
You in that area. I'm sorry, what?
The medulla oblongata, could they zap that?
Yeah. I mean, if they wanted to, at that particular point in time, there's a lot of mind therapies, but they weren't using it as therapy. They were sadistic.
Right.
Tortures. Yeah. And that was just because we knew too much about them, and they want to stay in the White House because they're slugs. You know, they're not going to work or do anything for anybody. But the other countries now, they're like, if you don't dispose of them and get rid of them, we'll never do business with this country again. So, and they pretty much held tight to that.
Right.
And, yeah, so...
You got to have convictions.
At the same time, we got United Nationalists that their security job is doing the same thing as we were. If another country, Saddam Hussein, for example, if we were all supposed to be looking for him to assassinate him, that's all of our jobs. So even though I'm not actively looking for anybody, that doesn't mean the other 15 or 20 United Nationalists, nationalist security isn't out thinking about, well, who are we going to assassinate in this country? Bill and Hillary Clinton are still alive, so are the Bushes and so is Obama. And Romney,
Absolutely.
And if they don't like any of them, well...
I'm not a big fan of Romney. I think that he could be an alien.
Yeah, he could be a problem, but he must be a lover, not a fighter. He's Mormon, has like 10 wives, 15 kids, 18 grandkids, and he's going to want support for all of them too, if he were to be president.
Right.
So,
I have a question. Are you an anti-Mormonite?
No, I'm for everybody. I don't think that he belongs in the presidency, though, as a Mormon. Just for the pure and simple. Well, no, it's not against religion at all, actually. But there's so much talk about the homosexuality. That's been brought out of the closet. Now, Mormons, although it exists, the largest part of the American population or any other population doesn't exactly like the ideal of 10 wives, unless you can support them. And then they're looking at, well, my opinion would be, as a Mormon, you've got 10 wives to support. That means security has to be put. There's 9 times more security have to be put on your family, and the government, the taxpayers are supporting 9 more wives just because you decided to have 10 wives to support.
Okay, Moon, let me ask you this. If me and you were married, how many wives would you let me have?
Oh, I'm a one-person kind of person.
Okay, I was just wondering. Do you have a Facebook page?
No, don't. No.
Okay. Yeah. They can track you through the Facebook page. I was just going to tell you, let you know.
Yeah. Well, they can track through a whole bunch of stuff, really. Yeah.
You're telling me, sister.
Yeah. But, I don't know what else to say about them. If you've got any other questions, though, feel free to call me, please.
I will call you. I will tell you this. This conversation has absolutely been the funnest thing I've done all day.
Is it? Well, I'm having a good time talking with you, really.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Well, good night. Bye-bye.
Oh my God.